Hey everybody, this is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's Dad and Marketing Gunslinger. Welcome to another one of my uncopyable ramblings videos. Last week I did a webinar on how to measure ROI using any marketing tool, and I got a lot of questions from the people that sat in on the webinar about how much a lead should cost. Because like in a lot of tools, like for example, trade shows, for years they're often criticized for the high cost of leads at trade shows. So for example, I know that, and there's numbers all over the place. There aren't any real big studies about it, but I've seen some studies where they'll say something like, well, the cost of a lead at a trade show is as much as, say, $250, or some saw like $279, things like that. And the argument is that is too high, okay? But you see, the fact of the matter is that the cost per lead is really far, far less important than the cost per sale, your cost per sale. And really what it gets down to is how much are you willing to pay to acquire a new customer? And that's really what the bottom line is, because it doesn't really matter how much a lead is if you can't then translate that into what the ultimate cost for a sale is. So for example, let's say it's $250 per lead, and you have to get, say, 10 leads in order to get a sale. So if you have to get 10 leads in order to get one sale, well, that means that your cost for that sale is $2,500. Now, see, for some companies, that's extraordinarily high, because their products might not even cost, might not even sell for $2,500. And the idea is that you want to make a profit. Now, there's a couple of ways I understand looking at that, but let's just keep it real simple. How much would you be willing to pay for a lead? Or not a lead, for a sale. So using that example of, if the lead costs $250 and it gets you have to have 10 leads in order to make a sale, and it's $2,500. But if your sale is $100,000 and you are able to have a net profit margin of, let's say, 50% off of that. So 50% off of 100,000 means that you would have a net profit margin of $50,000. Well, would you be willing to spend $2,500 in order to get that $50,000 sale? And the answer is, oh yeah, every single day I would do that. So it really gets down to how much does it cost you to get a sale, and how much are you willing to spend to get a sale. Now, some companies, they want to make that big profit right away, and I understand, off the first sale. That's okay, no problem there. Other companies are looking more down the road. They're looking at, like, okay, the first sale, they're willing to break even. So in that case, maybe a customer, their worth is only $2,500 on the front end. Say the first sale is $2,500, but they're willing to spend $2,500 to get them, because they know that based on their history with customers, that customer actually ends up staying with them and makes multiple more purchases. Does that make sense? Multiple more purchases? A lot more purchases over the next several years. Maybe they make 5 more purchases, all equal to $2,500, to where the long-term value of that customer is actually $12,500. And in that case, they're saying, yeah, I'd be willing to spend $2,500 for that customer. So the big question of the week is, how much are you willing to spend to acquire a new customer? Do you know the answer to that? Hey, if you like these videos, really, you could do me a huge favor by sharing them, liking them, forwarding them to your in-laws, especially your mother-in-law, your parents, your teacher from high school. Anybody like that, especially liking and commenting below. If there's a comment form here for it, please do that. Otherwise, I will be back again with another uncopyable video next week. This is Steve Miller, better known as Kelly's Dad and Marketing Gunslinger, and always remember, be uncopyable.